na FOMO ako, kaya I bought a Switch 2. Kaya in this video, I'm gonna share with you the reasons why you should or shouldn't buy the Switch 2. So yeah, let's go. Welcome back to S-Class Gaming with me, Tio Pilo. And I know medyo late na ako in terms of creating a review for Switch 2. Kaya in this video, hindi natin yan gagawin. What I'm gonna be sharing instead is yung experience ko playing the Switch 2, using the Switch 2. And ano ba yung reasons why if you should buy this or not. So I've been using or I've been playing the Switch 2 for around 4 months already. And dito, I'm gonna share with you if worth it ba talaga bumili ng Switch 2. So yeah, let's get started. First reason why you shouldn't buy a Switch 2 is ganito. Sobrang mahal ng games. So again, if you buy a Switch 2, it costs around, before when it launched, nasa around 30,000 yun, 32,000. Ngayon, I think you can buy it below 30,000 na. But of course, aside sa console, you have to buy yung mga games. And right now, Switch 2, yung mga games, like if you go to the eShop, sa online nila, it costs around $60 to $80. So that's like 3,000, 4,000, even 5,000 pesos for one Switch 2 games. Compare mo yan with like PlayStation, nasa around 2,000, 3,000. Since si Switch talaga sobrang mahal. Like, for me, na-shock ako like, bakit sobrang mahal ng games? So, yung ginagawa ko is that yung physical game, okay? So, if you buy like physical game, eto, so mas mura siya if you buy yung physical game. Like, you buy this in Shopee, kasi may mga vouchers, gano'n. So, yun yung ginagawa ko. I buy, like, eto, Jamboree. If you buy this in eShop, yung digital version niya, it probably around 5,000 pesos na. But ito, I bought it around 2,500. So, sobrang nakamura ako doon by buying physical games using like Shopee. Pero, of course, you make sure you buy it in the official Nintendo shop, ha. But, yeah, sobrang mahal ng games. And dito ko na-realize na you should buy Switch 2 if mahilig ka sa mga exclusive ni Switch or sa Nintendo. Let's say, for example, Super Mario. You can play Super Mario in PlayStation. You can play Super Mario in Steam Deck unless you do some illegal stuff or mag-emulator ka or whatnot. But if you're a fan of Nintendo and you really love exclusive games, then I believe it would be okay for you to buy kahit mahal siya. In fact, dito ko talaga na-understand why people buy Switch 2 despite the price. Because when I bought this one, Super Mario Jamboree, sobrang nag-enjoy ako and my family. Like, ako and my wife and yung 2 kids namin, like, we play this one, like, it's so crazy, it was so fun, sobrang different than playing mga video games like in Steam, in PlayStation, na ako lang, first player, one player, single player, ako lang yung nag-enjoy. But by playing Switch 2, kung saan may controllers, especially ito, Mario Kart din, nag-enjoy din, okay, yung family ko. So, yung controllers, dalawang controllers na, you can dock it, you watch it in the use the TV, and it just really brings the family together. And if you're somebody who really loves Nintendo games, then despite the price, Switch 2 is definitely for you. But if you're just a one-player person, like ako, paminsan-minsan or most of the time, like I love buying games in Steam kasi sobrang cheap doon. Like, lagi silang nagsisale. So, if you're someone na ganun, then buying Switch 2, okay, with their expensive games, then probably is not for you. Second reason why you shouldn't buy the Switch 2 is if yung goal mo is to really play yung mga AAA games. So, let's say, for example, games like in PlayStation or yung mga games na kailangan ng magandang graphics talaga na mas ma-appreciate mo if you have a powerful gaming PC, then in Switch 2, very limited lang kasi yung you can play triple games. Well, they actually have one AAA game or actually a few AAA games. Let's say, for example, Cyberpunk. So, this is like a AAA game. And a lot of people are saying na sobrang ganda daw ng graphics with Switch 2. So, Switch 2, you dock it and you play Cyberpunk via the TV then. So, sobrang ganda daw. Now, ako personally, I haven't tried it yet. Kasi again, mahal eh. Sobrang mahal ng games. If you buy like Cyberpunk in Switch 2, nasa around 3,000 yet. But if you buy it in Steam, they always go in sale, nasa around 900 pesos lang. So, sobrang, kita mo yung difference eh. So crazy. But, yeah, they say na sobrang ganda daw. And then, like, Hogwarts Legacy was also good. It's also good in Switch 2. And, in fact, I also experienced Breath of the Wild, Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom in Switch 2, nasa around 60 FPS na sobrang smooth ng gameplay. Compared with Switch 1 na nasa 30 FPS lang siya. So, medyo mafe-feel mo talaga yung yung difference niya. But if you yung goal mo is to play mga exclusive games like let's say for example Ghost of Yote, FromSoft games like Dark Souls, Elden Ring, then Switch 2 may not be for you. So if you ask me, you buy only Switch if ayun na, like you're a fan talaga of Nintendo games. So let's say for example Pokemon, Zelda, Mario, then Switch 2 is for you. Pero if gusto mo mga AAA games talaga, then dun ka na lang sa PlayStation or have a PC kung saan sa PC you can install Steam and you can also even get the Xbox Game Pass and malalaro mo almost all games through a PC. And third reason why you shouldn't buy a Switch 2 yet is if meron ka na existing na Switch device or handheld console. Kung saan, let's say for example, you have a Switch OLED, Switch 1 OLED, then basically, goods na goods pa yan. Kasi most of the games right now in Switch, malalaro mo pa with the Switch 1. Currently kasi sa Switch 2, sobrang konti pa lang talaga ng mga exclusive games nila. Let's say for example, Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza. All the rest, you can still play it in the Switch 1 eh. Let's say for example, yung bago na Pokemon ZA. So they release it. You can play it in Switch 2, but you can still play it in your Switch 1 console. So currently, if meron ka ng Switch na device and you feel like hindi pa naman need mag-upgrade, again, right now, sobrang konti pa lang ng mga exclusive games na then having a Switch 1, okay na okay pa siya. In fact, my brother, like he has a Switch OLED and most of the games right now, malalaro pa niya. And sabi niya lang na bibili na siya ng Switch 2 if may bagong Zelda game na hindi na malaro sa Switch 1 niya. Ako personally, yung I look forward playing sa Switch was the Dusk Bloods, yung FromSoft game na exclusive only for Switch 2. So yun yung goal ko. Pero ayun nga, parang nabudol ako. I was seeing Shopee at that time and sobrang mura yung discount nila and I really decided to buy Switch 2. Pero again, ako personally, it was okay for me kasi I have no Switch device before eh. Kaya when I bought Switch 2, okay. I was able to play most of the Switch 1 games. And right now, in fact, right now, ano lang ba yung exclusive game ko ngayon? Parang yung Mario Kart World lang. Okay, yung iba, Switch 1 games lang. Tapos may upgrade lang. Let's say, yung Zelda was able to upgrade it. Yung Jamboree was also upgraded. So may mga extra games. But basically, yung pinaka-goal ko talaga bilhin or ilaruin sa Switch 2 was the Dusk Bloods by FromSoft. So meaning, if meron ka pang Switch right now and you feel like, should I upgrade to Switch 2? Then, pwedeng you stay there muna sa Switch OLED. So, sobrang solid pa din. You can still play most of the Switch games. But, if you're really a fan of Nintendo and kahit may Switch ka na and you still wanna upgrade, then, of course, feel free. As long as may pera ka, then why not? But yeah, yan yung reasons why you shouldn't buy or upgrade yet to Switch 2. So yeah, overall, for my 4 months experience with Switch 2, yun yung na-realize ko na Switch 2 really is for those people na who are a fan of Nintendo and you are focused more on having fun, family time. Sobrang ganda talaga niya for family. Like when my friends or some of my family members, relatives come over to the house, we play Jamboree. Sobrang saya la talaga. We play like Mario Kart. Nare-remember ko yung time na my family computer pa, like people, we play couch co-op. Ngayon kasi, yung mga multiplayer online na eh, like Dota and whatnot. But Switch 2 like brings family together. Para sa akin, if you value that one, Switch 2 is definitely a good buy. But if you're somebody na you focus lang on playing on your own, then it might not be worth it to invest or buy or upgrade to Switch 2. So yeah, how about you? Ano yung experience mo with Switch 2 so far? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below.